Hello, my name is Jesse Janzer. I'm the founder of Qktract. I'll be demonstrating in just a few minutes how you can start taking contracts and bookings online. We'll get started by logging into Qktract. After logging into Qktract, you'll want to navigate to the Templates section and get started by creating a new template. Templates are the backbone of Qktract, allowing you to ask your clients questions, select a package, sign a contract, and optionally take a payment or deposit. Let's get started now by creating an engagement photoshoot template. This one we'll call Engagement Photoshoot. And we're going to accept payments for this, so we're going to turn on both, which allows both deposits and full amounts. And we're going to choose a theme. And we're going to upload our logo. Already we have a design set up, and then maybe we don't like this design, so let's choose another one. So let's get started by creating a package. In this particular case, we've got 3 packages that we want to offer. We'll do a 1-hour photo shoot. We're going to charge $200 for that with a $50 deposit. And we have a 6.85% tax rate. And we've got 1 location for this particular package. And we also have a 2-hour photo shoot, which we charge $300 and a $100 deposit, and the same 6.85%. And this one has 1 location, but it also has 1 DVD, so we're going to add that line item. And finally, we have a 4-hour photo shoot, and this one is $600 and comes with a $250 deposit, same tax rate. We've got 2 locations, and we also offer a leather album. And you can see that we already have our packages, and let's move the 4-hour to the top and the 2-hour, and we already have it sorted the way we want. Now we're going to start by creating a few questions. We want to ask some information about our client, so we want to get their name, and we'll change the name field to a first name and last name. And we're going to create another question to ask their phone number. So we select phone number. And we're also going to grab their email. And we also want their address. And you can see that all the question types come with a proper type. So now let's add a final question, which is, how did you find out about me? And now we can get started on either creating the contract, or we can also ask a few more questions. It might be useful to ask the client where they want their photo shoot and when they want their photo shoot. So we're going to create 2 of those. So let's add the engagement location. And for this one, we're going to choose a drop down, and we're going to have a predetermined set of lists. So we'll type Memory Grove, the Salt Lake City Library, Pierpont, and other. And we'll give some help information in case the client's not sure. And we also want to know when they plan on doing the photo shoot. So we're going to choose date and time. And this will allow the customer to choose a date and time that's appropriate. So now we have all of our questions, and we want to make sure that some of these are required. So we're going to require the name and phone, and we'll leave the rest of them as optional, and it's up to the customer to fill them out. So now we'll get started by creating the contract. I already have a Word document, and we're going to go ahead and upload that Word document and have it automatically convert for us. So now we can see that we have a contract, and this is already in HTML, so you don't need to type it in yourself. And we're going to go ahead and start replacing some of these. So for date and time, I want to choose what day and time you want your photo shoot. And I'm going to format in the US system. And for the engagement location, we're going to replace it with the engagement location answer. And we don't need this particular one. This came from a paper contract, so we're going to get rid of this. The how did you know we're going to replace with how did you find out about me? And we're going to replace our contact information. We've got name, phone, address, and email. And for this one, we allowed people to circle the package they want. In this case, we're going to simply choose the package name and it will show up right there. For the package cost, we can replace it with the package price. The sales tax cost, which is the amount that sales tax will charge, along finally with the total that includes the total price plus sales tax. This is the line that we're going to replace with our signature for the client. So we're going to choose client signature here, and their name will show up here. We just want to make sure that we've got all of our little variables that we want to replace in our contract set up. So we have another date here that says the agreement will terminate on blank 90 days after the event date. We can do that from what day and time do you want your photo shoot, and we're going to add 90 days to that and just drop it in right there. And we'll just take a quick look through. And now we're left with the final client signature date and time. So we'll choose client signature here and their signature time, along with my signature and when I sign the contract. And finally, we've got our completed contract, and so we can go ahead and hit save. Now, as soon as we hit save, our contract's available for viewing online and the customer can go check it out. And now you can see what the client will actually see and how they will fill out the form. So we're going to choose a 2-hour photo shoot. And now the client submitted it, they'll actually get to see the contract preview before they've signed it. And you can see that all the variables that we've already declared in the contract are now filled out, with the one exception of signatures. So we don't have a signature here, and we don't have the signature at the bottom yet. But we're going to go ahead and take care of that. So we'll put in Jane Doe. And we will go ahead and hit sign. Now that the signature has been put in the contract, it's now finalized for the client, and all we have to do is go check it out on our back end. And the client can optionally pay their deposit or their full amount. Qktract supports both PayPal and Authorize.net. So let's go back to our online section for our account, and we'll choose contracts, and we can see that Jane Doe's in here. If you have a lot of contracts, you can always do a search, and Jane Doe will show up here as well. From here, we'll be able to sign the contract, view any of the answers that the client has filled out, preview the contract to make sure it looks good, and finally, if the client's made any payments, we'll see it in the payment history. In this case, the client hasn't made any payments yet. So we'll go ahead and sign the contract because it looks good. And now we can actually go ahead and download the contract as well. And you can see that everything's been replaced in the PDF. It's a nice PDF that we can take and email the client, and everything that looks good. So we've got our signatures for our client and ourselves, and that's the most important part that we care about. And now we're ready to go ahead and email it to the client. And that's it for Qktract. You can see basically how quickly we were able to build a template, get the client to fill out the information, and sign it ourselves. Thanks for watching.